Whispers.
How's it going, guys? Happy here. Here with a smaller little video, I guess, for the most part. Not so much a video, I guess, more or less a highlight, but it's still a fun story to kind of see come to fruition. So, just to set up the scene at least, recently I've been kind of trying to prepare to perform a Pokemon Gold Cyndaquil any percent speedrun. Mostly because I really like watching people do their speedruns, but I'm so intimidated by the whole thing, so it's taken me a long time to try to find something I kind of want to do. And for the most part, Pokemon Gold, there is a lot of stuff that goes into the whole thing, but it feels like it's something I can more or less kind of do on my own for the most part. I don't know, it's weird. It feels so intimidating to watch them, or at least trying to perform them myself, but watching them is so much fun. And I commend anyone who can do speedruns like really well. Like it's a fun thing to do. But the other thing is that I want to do Gold specifically because it's my favorite generation, and the Cyndaquil speed route because, well, the Cyndaquil line's some of my favorite Pokemon. I know the Totodile line is what's basically considered like the base line, because that's how you get through the game the fastest as an 80%, but meh, I might as well do it with Pokemon that I like the most. So I've been preparing in different ways, I guess. I haven't been streaming it a whole lot recently because I've been trying to get a whole bunch of other stuff done, but I've still been trying to like perfect the route as best I can, because there is a lot of memorization that goes into these types of things, and it's a lot you have to memorize for this game. But regardless, at one point in time, I felt like I'll give it a shot with like the script in hand and just kind of going through it as best as I can. Now, it was not going very well because the walkthrough that I was using wasn't... I don't want to say it was bad. I'm sure it's good to people that understand the language for the most part, but there's a lot of stuff where I was missing things here and there, and I was getting kind of worried throughout most of it that I may not have had like the stats that I needed to accomplish what I needed to do. I didn't have the X amount of items that I needed or whatever. I felt like I was underprepared despite the fact that I was still like at a decent level. I felt like things were not the best, but eventually I did get to the Elite Four, and well, Typhlosion was gonna do his damn best, that's for sure, because trying to fight Lance, there was one time during the fight where it just seemed like everything was going right. Oh, my hands are so clammy. What I should get actually is a second GameCube or N64 controller. That way I can do place this one down. That way I won't have a fucking wonky controller in my hands. X special, go. Rain Dance, that kind of sucks. Thunder Punch, go. Perfect. Aerodactyl, Thunder Punch. Hopefully I'm fast enough. Thunder Punch. Okay, we're good. Dragonite 1. X special 5 more times. 4 if Douglas Joyce hit. Heal, Thunder Punch. 65 to 75 is kill range. Depending on my defense, I don't know my DV, so we're just gonna roll with it. Use full heal on heal turn instead of restore if you safely can. Okay. Dragonite. X special 5 more times. Oops. Oh ho ho! Nice! That is not common. What is this? 2, 3. What is this? Oh my god! Oh, there we go. Darn. Okay, that's enough. I think that was enough. I'm hoping I'm almost in tears from that. I, I don't know. I just... Pokemon's the kind of thing where, even more so than a lot of other games that claim to do the same thing, I feel like Pokemon is such a perfect game to just put yourself into it and just create your own stories all throughout. Or even the game itself will just create its own stories. You could play through the game with like identical teams, identical IVs, all this other stuff, and for whatever reason, each playthrough will always be different from the other, and that's what I love about these games. And it's so funny too, because for something like this, like, as much as I love the Typhlosion line, like, this one will be lost to the sands of time because there's no way to move it up into anything else. It'll be erased and all that. But I felt like this Typhlosion was throwing me a bone because it knew how rough of a go I was having on my first time. That, or it's psychic, and it knew what I was going to be dealing with later on. Rock tunnel. Oof. But anywho, no, it just knew, and it decided to it tried its hardest to not get paralyzed. And it was, I said it too, I was almost in tears, and it was pretty sweet. And like I said, it's not like it's that big of a deal, but it's always something interesting to see. So, anywho, that's all I got for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow on Christmas Day for the final holiday video for this year. Thank you all so much for watching, and again, happy holidays.